Namaste. My Zen zebras, my Bella butterflies, my merry mermaids, my merry mermen, my Namaste ninjas, my unique unicorns, my dream makers. Okay, so I have a candle lit for several people. Audrey is one of them because her body was found. Rest in peace, sweet angel. Got your wings. Kim Magical, we're praying for you as well. She's in the hospital. She's our friend and dear soul sister, light worker. I'm also praying for Jeremy, who is my friend Tammy's husband. He's going to be getting his surgery soon, and we have prayers up for him. I'm also praying for Leisha and her, who has lupus, and she's been sick, but most importantly, her doggy, Lolly, is undergoing in the vet right now, getting oxygen, and so prayers up for everybody who needs prayer, and even people who I didn't mention, prayers up for you too. We have a selenite candle in the shape of a heart from my friend Faith. And I love this, and I use it for special occasions, and I just touch it because selenite is very healing. Then we have, in the background, we have lilac, because all the girls that I'm going to talk about, Audrey, Harmony, Summer, Moon, and I believe Lena, I'm not 100% sure, but Lena, for some reason I get red around her. And I'll talk about Audrey with the colors. I didn't get purple, but then I found out she liked purple as well. So anyhow, when I was on a break, I started really feeling channeling in some energy from Audrey and the situation that is going on in the world with all the children, especially the children. So we have Audrey, we have Michael Joseph, Monkey, we have Harmony, and we have Summer Moon, and we have Lena. Okay, I didn't forget about Lena. I just didn't get a full read. Oh, sorry. Let me put another name on there. I have done a reading for Lena, a couple of readings, but it was a long time ago. She went missing in San Antonio. You could find it, Mystic Brady, Lena Cahill, Mystic Brady, Dulce Maria. Okay. Anyhow, there's so many that I look for, and there's also adults. But anyhow, my heart is with the children right now. Always with the children. Because if you know me, you know I'm a teacher, so I'm around their energy. And when I went on my break, I started writing on little index cards. Before I knew it, I had 25 of these written out. So that's what I'm going to read you today. We are listening to serotonin release music. I don't own the rights to it. It's Magnetic Minds. Please subscribe to them. They are very healing. Here it is. You probably can't hear it. Okay, so I'm going to do this as like sort of a podcast type thing. I do have some other artwork here. I took down some artwork that I'm going to be showing you as I'm reading, because purple and yellow, I feel very strongly for Harmony. Audrey, I saw her always wearing black, and she liked Hello Kitty, and Hello Kitty is black with a pink very hot pink color, and also a little bit of red. And I never saw her wearing purple. So that's another story that is kind of sad. I feel like she was trying to make herself look slimmer. She was only 75 pounds, and she probably, somebody said something bad to her. And it's heartbreaking. I don't like to really go into that because my heart is broken already. So I'm going to just try to get through this and then get to the nail shop and get to the gym. Okay, guys? But I wanted to do this for the kids. Because I know they will hear me. They will hear me. And they do hear me. And they do speak with me. And they speak to several light workers. I know that Ruby has heard from Audrey and Harmony and Summer. If you don't know about Ruby, just a Texas medium. She has videos. She hasn't done that many videos lately, in the last few months, because God is calling her a different way. But she has all the videos on her YouTube channel. So just check her videos out as well. And we have Kim Magical, who is in the hospital right now currently, but she's got a whole bunch of videos also for Delphi. We call her the Delphi Queen because she has studied the cases of the missing girls that went unsolved for 5 years or more. And their names are Liberty. I'm sorry, I just had a brain freeze. Okay, they just told me, just focus on what we're doing today. Okay, because I have ADD, so my mind goes in all different directions, and I want to give shout outs to everybody, but I'm told to focus on the kids right now and also show you. This is going to be important later. See this crystal? See that? And look into Lilac's eye. And this is going to be important later. If you could see the white glitter and the white stars, this is like so much glitter. That was purple, lilac, and very clear, iridescent. That's going to come about later. They told me they would show me, and thank you, angels. Thank you guys for showing me. Because I was having a little bit of a situation with describing something, and they always come through. Angels always come through. Yes, they do. Okay. All right, let's get started, guys. Okay, so this was a vision, and my visions are kind of like a dream. Sometimes they're an open eye dream, sometimes they're a closed eye dream, like when I'm trying to sleep, or it could be when I'm driving to work, or just like astral projecting myself. A psychic vision could happen to me when I'm watching a video, like I was watching the trial of Harmony. Couldn't stand it. I watched the trial of Jennifer Dulos. I've been watching a lot of the trials, so sometimes energy will come up off of the video. So sometimes I have to turn it off. Okay. So in the first vision, this is page 1. See? Okay. I see Audrey, Harmony, and Summer. I didn't see Michael at first. So Harmony and Summer are holding hands. Audrey stands 5 feet away from them, but is aware of them, looking at her. Audrey turns and looks at me, and her eyes are piercing, glowing blue. Now, I've had other visions of her when they were looking for her, and I didn't discuss it on a video. because it was too sad. I discussed it with Ruby. Like aquamarine crystals, her eyes were. Aquamarine crystals. I even had to look up crystals, different crystals, because at first I thought they were like a turquoise, but no, they were glowing like an aquamarine. When I saw aquamarine, I was like, boop, that's Audrii's eyes. When she looked at me, she seemed to recognize me. Audrey looks at me and half smirks. I could tell she wants to smile bigger, but is a bit leery, like she is tired. She says, "Look, Katrina." And this is a trigger warning in case you don't like to hear details that might trigger you for some reason. You could click off. Okay. She says, "Look, Katrina, I'm not muddy and dirty anymore." Okay, so in my vision 1, Audrey, me and Ruby were talking about it, and we were, and also Kim Magical, and we were trying to think psychically where she could be. And to tell you the truth, I would never lie. I didn't get her in water. I didn't do any cards on her. I was just going straight from my head. Ruby did get her in water at first. Okay? And I'm not sure what Kim said, if she got her in water. But I told Ruby the other day, Ruby said to me, "Did you get her in water, Katrina? You think she's in that water?" And I said, "Well, they're looking through it. If EquiSearch can't find her, she's not there." And I said, "I do see her muddy." When I looked at her the first time, the first vision, she was all muddy. She looked ashamed. She wouldn't look at me. Like her hair was as dark, like as if she had dark brown hair, almost black hair. And then it blended in with her outfit. I'm pretty sure she was wearing black shirt or black hoodie and black pants, like stretch leggings. Okay. And she wouldn't talk to me at first. And I was like, "Ruby, you're so lucky because she talks to you." Ruby was getting a full conversation. I don't know if she recorded it. And I said, "She won't talk to me." I've said her name. She, you know, how Harmony talks to me. But she's shy, but she talks to me. Especially lately. She's happier. And Summer does talk. And Michael runs, and he makes an appearance too. So she goes, "Katrina, I'm not muddy and dirty anymore." Okay. Number 1, muddy, dirty, sad, scared, not talking, shameful. That's how she looked in my first video. When I would say, "Where are you, Audrey?" she would look down as if she did something wrong. And I was like, "Sweetheart, you did nothing wrong. That man that you were with, it's all his fault. Okay, whoever let you be around that man, it's their fault. And I know that's hard for you to hear that. It is not your fault. You're a good girl." So she looks up at me now, and Audrey says, "Look, Katrina, my hair is back to being blonde. You know, yellow." That's what she said. Yellow. She wanted to tell me, "Okay, look at this yellow," because she liked yellow. You see her with a black shirt on or a black dress with sunflowers on it, yellow sunflowers. So I know, but then also her family said she likes purple. But why wasn't she ever wearing purple? Because of what I said before. Somebody made her feel bad about herself. So she just covered up in black. Audrey says, "Look, Katrina, my hair is back to being blonde. Yellow. My clothes aren't muddy or dirty or wet." Because that's another thing I told Ruby, that I get her very dirty and wet. So Ruby goes, "So that means that she's in the water?" I said, "Well, at one point she was." Okay. So she said, "I am clean and dry." And that made me so happy. I was like, "That's wonderful, sweetheart." Okay, let me get page 4. My clothes turned white. White cotton shirt, white leggings, shiny white, like there are crystals and glitter in the fabric. So she kept on trying to show me this, and that's why I'm trying to show you. I'm focusing in on, trying to see if there's another one that's white that she really wants me to show you, because I will. She said it's important. All right, see that glitter there? Okay, she wants me to get the other glitter, that my only white painting that I have here. Well, I have 2 white paintings, but one is white with daisies. She wants me to show you that one, so hold on a second. Okay, so you see this glitter part here, and then there's some daisies, but she doesn't really show me the daisies. She wants you guys to see this glitter part. Okay, so she's saying that her black pants or black leggings and her black hoodie turned into this white glitter, like a cotton, and it's dry, fully dry. And also she references like Jesus's cloak, Jesus's Can you see his cloak here? Okay, I don't know. I have the camera a little bit too. Let me see if I have a better picture. Jesus. One second. That's like the whitest Okay, so you see Jesus in this picture, right? See his cloak? That's what she's showing me, like that material. Whatever Jesus's cloak was made out of, that white material, like almost like the toga. But she said it's a t-shirt, regular t-shirt. She doesn't need long sleeves anymore. Weather is nice and warm. And the leggings that were black and muddy are now dry and wet and glittery. And glittery like this. Okay, see that? So she says, my clothes turned white. White cotton shirt, white leggings, shiny white, like there are crystals and glitter in the fabric. Audrey says, they offered me a dress or skirt, but I like pants. Audrey half smiled again. But just halfway, as if committing herself to a full smile would somehow make her feel vulnerable. At that point, I noticed Summer and Harmony wanting Audrey to join them and walk away from this river where they were standing up on a hill where Audrey was found. That's where they were. They were like overlooking, they were standing on a grassy hill, and they were looking at a metal bridge and the water that was really shallow and muddy. Okay? The three girls were joined by Monkey. They were standing on a hill looking down at the water. Harmony said to Audrey, "Audrey, you don't have to stay here. You don't need to be here anymore. Come to the fun place. The place that has flowers and animals, cats and dogs, zebras, monkeys and giraffes, baby elephants to play with. The place that has Jesus and Mother Mary and all those angels you saw." Audrey, Summer says, "You don't need to stay here anymore. Come to the fun place. You could still visit your family. Right, Katrina?" Summer looks at me. I smile and I say, "Absolutely. You can come back anytime you want to check on those that you love. And we could talk to Katrina, Ruby Heart, Kim Magical anytime. Too," Summer says, "from the fun place." And Summer looked at me like she wanted me to convince her friend. She wanted me to convince Audrey. Okay. Yes, of course, I screamed. Just then Monkey started jumping up and down, doing backflips. He's like a gymnast. And he said, "Katrina," but he called me Katina. There's a little bit of a lisp. "Katina, we can even jump and fly around here if we want." Audrey is absorbing all of the children's words, and her eyes look teary, like unfinished business. I noticed like she wanted to talk to her mom and dad one more time. I told her she could still communicate with them through signs like feathers, music, birds, and dogs. Those will be her symbols. Audrey seemed to relax a bit, but said she felt bad leaving her parents because they always fight about her. And just then, in her mind, I could see that she was wondering, what will they fight about now that I'm gone? Oh yeah, they'll fight about why I'm gone. She said she felt bad leaving her parents because they always fight about her. Just then Harmony jumped in and said, "Audrey, we will take you to the place that you belong, where no one will ever hurt you or punch you or be inappropriate to you again, ever again." Monkey jumped in. "Jesus will protect you there. It's fun. Please come. No one fights there. It's always light. It's never night." I didn't know that. So I was kind of surprised at that. I looked at Monkey, and he was like shaking his head. Yes, Katina. It's always light. They never turn off the lights. It's always sunny out. Sometimes it rains. We like the rain because we play in the rain. Or sometimes it snows, but it's not cold. But it's never night. So we could play all day, Monkey says. We even can jump from cloud to cloud. Here, I'll show you. And he starts jumping from cloud to cloud, doing backflips. And Audrey and Summer and Harmony are all pointing to the clouds. But they're still standing on the hill. And Audrey's still 5 feet from them. This all makes Audrey laugh, and she finally breathes out. It was the first time that she breathed out since the 15th of February. Let's take a nice breath. As she sighs, she says, "Monkey, are you sure we could come back to visit our moms and families anytime we want?" Monkey says, "Of course. I always hang out by my mom, and I do backflips, and I kiss her cheek, and I know she feels me. And my little sister, too, and my big sister, and my dad, and my brother, my big brother. Sometimes my grandpa. Summer Moon jumps in. Audrey, after God and Jesus heal your body and spirit, you will get your wings and can go anywhere that you want in heaven, or visit earth, but always go back to the light. That's where we feel great. Harmony says, I like to stay with the flowers and Jesus and Mother Mary. Harmony also says, when I first got here, I couldn't believe this beautiful angel would always stay with me. She was with me on earth too. But when I was hungry or tired or my head hurt, she stayed with me, and she put her warm wings around me, and I heard them open. And I just wanted her to take me with her, because she seemed to really love me. She would put her wings around me and keep me warm. When my dad used to punch my eye or my head, my angel, I called her darling, because whenever someone called you darling, they usually were nice. I called for darling to help. Help me, darling. And darling would come and hold my head in her lap and touch my hair gently and tell me I was a good girl and that I was beautiful the way God made me perfect, especially my eyes. Just then, the grassy hill the children were standing on started to glow and change into a deep jade color. Then Monkey yelled, "Look! Look at the grass, guys!" We all looked down, and we saw the dull grass had changed into a field of shamrocks, four-leaf clovers. Monkey said, "This is the thing. This kind of thing always happens in the fun place." He started to laugh. He made Summer smile, and she was shaking her head yes. And Harmony held hands with Summer at that point, because they're friends. Summer helped Harmony a lot. I'm afraid to leave my family, Audrey says, because they are all mad and sad. Don't worry so much, Summer Moon said, because we always can come back to the people who think about us, cry about us, and remember our names. Whoever says our name, that's who we come back to. Harmony says, on a snap of our fingers, we can come back to visit, but our real home has no sadness or pain, only love, colors, flowers, animals, and Jesus. Then Michael put his arm around Harmony and looked down at the shamrocks. Looked like he was remembering something. But then he did a backflip. Because he knows that when he does his backflips and does his running around, everybody smiles. Everybody's happy. By this time, all four children began to glow like this. Okay, they began to glow. All four children began to glow. Audrey seems to shine the most, perhaps because she was the newest to transfer over to heaven. At that point, I noticed the four children were smiling and jumping up and down, but I couldn't hear them. Then they began to wave to me and mouth the words, "Goodbye, Katrina. We love you, Katina." I really didn't want to see them go, but I knew that that was the best place for them to go to. And they can come back, and they will come back whenever we think of them. They told me, lastly, they told me to talk about their wings. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Hold on a second. I got to talk about their wings and show you something. Okay, so when I was talking with them and they were getting ready to leave, there were 3 of them that had their wings. The first one was Summer, and as she opened them up, they were deep purple and a little bit of lilac mixed in, and very glittery. Okay, a little bit like this, but more with the purple of that. Okay, all right. She opened them up so I could see them, but she didn't show me her face when she opened them up. She didn't want to scare me, and she didn't want to show off, but she wanted me to see that she had her wings, and they were purple, deep purple, and lilac, and glittery. See, I have it written down, because on my break, it was so important. They kept saying, talk about our wings. Please, Katrina, talk about them. Okay, so I was like, I didn't really understand. Okay, but they always show me. Pink Harmony's was a little bit pinkish, and like that's why I took this painting down, because this is all about rose quartz, pink, right? And Harmony liked purple too, but she also liked pink and purple. Okay, so hers were more of a purple haze.